Okay, welcome back, gentlemen. Gonna do a recap video for Japan as quickly as possible. I just watched all the battles and went over all the movements. Looks like he moved basically his whole navy out of 33, but in different places. He attacked in 49. He successfully killed your ship, and you killed a fighter. His tactical bomber that survived then landed back in 34. He came down to New Guinea and 46, took no casualties there and killed that. His good fortunes ended, however, in 54. Though he killed your destroyer, you also killed his tactical bomber, Ben's tactical bomber, and Ben's fighter. So that sea zone's clear. All of this was moving back to 54 to land on the carriers that moved into there. There was a battle in Palau Islands in 34, I'm sorry. And he took out your ship with no casualties. He had a fighter go into the Philippines and touched that transport. That was gone. No casualties there. He came into Guam, took no casualties, took out your ship, and now owns Guam. Let's see. He moved north to Sea Zone 6 with the remainder of his navy, which was one carrier, one cruiser, and one destroyer. And he killed the Anzac sub and took no casualties there either. In Sea Zone 16, he came in with two destroyers and two fighters from the mainland, took out the subs, and again with no casualties. He did okay. He brought a strategic bomber into Sea Zone 43 to take out the transport, the American transport, in 43, and he landed it right back, I believe, in Quang Sea. Anyway, he came into Sichuan from Sakang with one artillery. He came into the Caucasus from Kazakhstan with his tank. He brought two fighters, two tactical bombers, two men into Yunnan. There was an even exchange of casualties there. He lost one, and you guys lost one. The Allies lost one. Let's see, I think that's it for combat. Yeah, that was it for combat. He then landed his planes back in Sichuan. He moved one man and one artillery from Hunan, which left him with two of each in Hunan. He moved one man from Quang Si down to French Indochina. The other man stayed there. It was then joined from Hong Kong by one tank, one mech, and one infantry. He made no movements up in Korea. His planes landed back in in Japan from the attack on Sea Zone 16. He now has a carrier with a fighter and attack in Sea Zone 6, along with a cruiser and a destroyer. His purchases, by the way, were one transport, one destroyer, one tank, one strategic bomber, two artillery pieces, and three infantry. We'll get to placing them in a minute. So basically, all this is back here in Sea Zone 34. That's four aircraft carriers, two battleships. Due to his losses of planes, he now has a total of two fighters and two fighters and three tactical bombers on those carriers. Again, he has a artillery unit in Guam with a battleship, a cruiser, and a transport. The bomber went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can guess it can land right back in Sichuan. I'm assuming that's what he did, so I'm going to put it there. If that's wrong, I'll double check that, but I think that was it. He then, for the end of his turn, he placed three men in Stalingrad. By the way, he did 7 points of repairs on the factory in Stalingrad as well. So that is damage-free. He decided to place one tank, two artillery pieces. Oh, I'm sorry. That is completely wrong. He has a factory in Kwatong where he placed one tank, two artillery pieces. And then he placed his strategic bomber in Japan, his destroyer, and his new transport in Sea Zone 6. So that's it for Japan. I'll post this video now. You guys can catch up, and then it's USA's turn. All right. Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome back from vacation.